So, with Gen Con 2025 behind us, I thought it'd be fun to look back at our very first Gen Con in 2019. And by first, I mean hers. Hey everybody, I'm Evan.
I'm Missy.
So, I have never actually attended Gen Con.
No, but now I've gone 5 times.
5 times, yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a couple of years where you didn't go. One time when there was no Gen Con. Mm-hmm. And one time when they did a weird scheduling thing.
Yeah, they pushed it during the school year, which doesn't work out.
But regardless, I thought it'd be fun to take a look at kind of the games we got, and she can talk about some of her experiences from Gen Con 6 years ago? I guess there's been 7 of them, but 6 years ago.
Well, the 1 year they skipped, so.
Well, right, but yes.
Yeah, 7 years,
yeah.
5 cons.
Yes. We're not exactly the type to, like, chase the hotness.
Not necessarily, no. We have our own hotness that we go for.
And definitely that first year, you didn't buy... And we never buy, like, a ton of games. We never come home with, like, huge piles of games.
No.
Rather selective. And plus the fact that she's working that time, she's not always having a lot of time to run around and find games.
That's true.
So our hauls for Gen Con are generally pretty small when you compare it to some other people.
Yeah, and I remember trying to get through the crowds that first Gen Con, and it was tough.
Yeah, I think 2019 was kind of like a really big year, and then it kind of dropped off, and then slowly has been coming back. Like record this numbers this year, I believe.
Yes.
But anyway, so I guess we're gonna start. Okay, so what did you do? How did you get to Gen Con 2019?
I was working for Pandasaurus, then demoing games.
Yeah. So you did not have a place to stay either, did you?
No. So when I worked for them at Origins, they had a room, but they decided not to do that. However, our friend Christian, aka Weird Guy, he lost his people for his room and was like, hey, who needs a room for Gen Con? And I was like, yes. And then I got to know the other roommate, which was Central.
Yeah, I was going to say, yes, you had a famous roommate in there. So, and there's an interesting item here that we'll talk about in a minute that kind of maybe possibly ties to that.
Yes.
So, let's talk about some games.
Okay.
So, the first one I want to talk about is this one right here. Machi Koro Legacy.
That one would have been the new Pandasaurus game for that con.
Yes. So, seeing as you were working for them at the time, this was one that you were easily able to get a hold of.
Yes, but I also really, really wanted to because it's Grayson's favorite series of games.
Yes, we have a lot of...
At least it was.
We have a lot of, famous... Or we have a lot of big Machi Koro fans in this family.
Yes.
So this game is good. This game is really, really good.
We did play through it. I even painted some of the characters, but you can't see them because they're secret.
Oh, yes. Well, so this holds the esteem of the only legacy game in our collection that after we finished it, we have replayed.
That's true.
I believe so. Even the replayable ones have just sat on the shelf.
That's
so
true.
This is the only one that we cracked out after we opened it. It's really fun.
It is.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's really something that's available anymore. Probably never again. But if you're looking for a light legacy game and you like Machi Koro, this is a great one. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you got over there?
So I have Gloom 2nd Edition.
Interesting.
But we already had Gloom.
Yeah. Okay. So if you notice, that's unopened.
It is. But it was also just to replace the cards from our first edition?
Correct. The first edition had some weird printing on some of the cards. We had like maybe 2 of them that you could not read. Like the text was blurry. Unfortunately, it was hard to play certain cards on that one. But as you can see, it's unopened.
Yeah, we never actually replaced them.
Or, we never actually opened that and played that one. So, there's something else that relates to that, isn't there?
Yes.
That you picked up at Gen Con 2019.
This, Gloom Tomb, it's to hold all the versions of Gloom.
Yeah, we have a couple.
Never built it or stained it or did any of the things that I wanted to do with it. I think I traded for it. I'm trying to remember, but I think I did trade for it.
Okay.
And I lost it for many years.
We stuck it somewhere and I couldn't remember where we stuck it.
And we're like, oh yeah, we're going to do that thing. And then we forgot and lost it. And we found it again, but I still haven't done it.
It still remains unput together.
Unstained.
Glooms are not in there. Honestly,
No.
Gloom is not really a game that we're like itching to play these days.
No.
It's fun. I like it.
But I think we have more storytelling games that we would.
Yeah, but that one's a little different though.
It is.
Because Gloom is a game that you can kind of story tell as much as you want.
Yeah.
Like it can be a light amount or it can be a heavy amount. It kind of depends on the players and the groups. Okay, so here's a thing that we got. Here's the Smash Up Penguins. I believe this was a promo.
Yeah, I remember specifically going to get it from whoever had it. I don't remember.
AEG.
Yeah, okay. I remember specifically going to the booth and be like, hey, do you still have this thing?
Smash Up is a game that you don't like.
No, it's not. I don't like this game.
Grayson and I used to play this quite a bit. Though looking at this, they all seem to be in the same order. Like, so I'm guessing we probably never played with this promo. So, yeah, about that. Okay, so what else you got over there?
I have Pastali, which would have been one of the games we demoed. You don't like this game.
I do not.
You don't like this game. With the old Pandasaurus logo on it too. Yeah, it's tile laying and like maze-like because you have to follow along your pieces, and the scoring can be a chore.
Sure can.
But I don't think it's that bad. But it is on our call pile.
Yes, it's not long for this collection.
No.
I assume you probably got that for free or whatever.
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of the credit. The thing with Pastali is I know some people really like it, but I just cannot see the connections. I'll put down a tile. And if I'm not playing with her, which I've only ever played with her, I'll say, okay, how much did I score? I have no idea. Like, well, how many points did I just get?
Yeah.
Hopefully a decent amount. I don't know what I just did. I just...
Yeah.
It does not click with me.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a release from Green Couch called Into the Black Forest.
Okay, the funny thing about this is we kickstarted this.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I picked it up at Gen Con.
Okay.
But he lives down the street.
He does. Did he live down the street at the time in 2019?
Yes.
Okay. We also have a playmat. It's kind of in the corner back here. I couldn't find it. So
Yeah.
it's a really nice playmat. It's a really nice looking game. We've played it
A couple times.
once or twice.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a number card game where you're just trying to score things. It's been a while. So
Yeah.
we should probably play that one again sometime.
I just thought it was really funny that I picked it up from Jason
Yeah.
when he like literally lives down the street.
Yeah. Okay, so also sticking with the things on the table here that are unopened, we have these two Food Fighter Food Fighter expansions. These are unopened.
Yes, you and
Those are
Grayson
dusty.
used to play that a lot.
We did.
And then you tapered off of that. And you never played those expansions.
I'm wondering if by 2019 he was starting to maybe age out of it a little bit. I never really played it with Finn that much.
No. We had asked about a big box at some point in time.
And I think they were talking about it, but I think Kids Table has moved on at this point. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, like none of the expansions fit in the box.
They have cozy animal games to make now, so.
So yeah, Food Fighters is kind of like an introductory kind of fighting game, like a one-on-one versus fighting game. It's really it's a good, solid game. Just definitely meant for like parents to play with younger children.
Yeah.
It's super cute.
It is.
The one thing that's kind of annoying is if you are playing with expansions, there's these little removable stickers that you have to stick to the characters to match the faction you are fighting against. And I think that can get a little bit annoying when you're trying to remember, okay, where is... You know what I mean? Like, you got to peel off those little vinyl stickers and stick them on the right ones. It's a little irritating. I don't know how else they could do that system. There probably is a way to do it, but again, I don't think they're revisiting this. And I'm not so sure we're going to ever revisit this either. So
Is it going to the garage sale?
I don't know. Maybe not yet, because this was...
I know.
Food Fighters was a game that we bought at our first Grand Con, I believe, when Kids Table had a table set up there. So it has a lot of special memories for us, so not quite ready to get rid of it, but I don't know if it's going to be played anytime soon. All right, what else do you have over there?
So I have Wayward, which is autographed by Jim Zub.
The writer of the comic, or artist of the comic?
Writer.
Right? Okay.
Writer of the comic.
Okay.
So yeah, it's based on a comic book. It was supposed to have minis and it did not get minis.
Well, that is IDW, correct? So
Yeah,
IDW
there was a whole thing. It was supposed to go to Kickstarter, never went to Kickstarter, but actually came out at this Gen Con. And then he had a special event where you could play a game with him. And we actually did play this with Jim Zub and a couple other people. And that's the only time I have ever actually got through a whole game of that.
No, we played it here. We
didn't. We didn't finish that game.
No, we played it. We finished it.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. But I'm not so 100% sure we were playing it correctly.
That's the issue.
Because it's a game we were going up on these tracks, and like for some reason we could barely go up these tracks. And I'm not sure what we were doing wrong.
I see. Yeah, I'm not sure
Because
either.
even you were like, I don't think we're playing this.
No, because it worked fine when I played it with Jim.
And it did not work fine when we played it here at home.
Yeah, that was a fun event, and they had the most delicious white truffle hummus, and I think about that all the time, and I've never had it again, and I'm like, where is that at in the JW Marriott? Like, where do they have it hiding? I would like to eat it again.
Gone forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that would lead us to another comic book discussion here. So,
right, when I got to the room and met Sen, he was like, do you want to play test my new game? And I'm like, yeah, I definitely do. So we went down to, I think it was the bar in the JW. And so my playmates, I guess the people I played the game with, was Matt Kint, who wrote and illustrated Mind Management, Brian Hurt, who is a studio partner of his, and Kyle Starks, who is another comic book person. Then we played the game, and it was awesome.
That would have been an early prototype of the Mind Management game, which is obviously available now.
Yes. And yeah, I had a great time with it, and it is still one of my favorite games. And then later on during the con, I ran into Matt and Brian a few times at the JW and hung out with them and played games, and they were so lovely. And Matt drew in our copy of Mind Management.
The first volume of the hardcover, yep.
And I'm not sure if I can get this on camera, but Brian drew in this copy of The Damned, because it's in pencil, so I'm not sure if you can see it very well. And they were just great. They were very. Brian bought me pizza. They were so fun, and I really enjoyed hanging out with them.
Yeah, sounds fun. Okay, so here's a fun game. At least I think so. This is Entdecker Exploring New Horizons. So tell me about this game.
It was free. I think it was from the Jim Zub event, or because it was a paid event and they gave you like a swag bag.
Okay.
And that was in
why
it.
would this be in there?
They had extra copies, I guess.
But this is not. This is
World Builders, right?
That's why.
Did the thing, and they gave out the swag bags. And
this came out in 2001.
Well, they had extra copies to hand out. I've never played it, but you have.
I have. So I had a friend of mine come over, and he saw it on the shelf, and he's like, I have that game. Let's learn how to play that game. I've never played it either. I'm like, so we learned how to play it, and it's actually really good. It is a 2001 Mayfair Games. Production, not great. Tiles, super thin. Definitely a game that could use like a newer, improved version, because it was actually really, really fun.
Who did you play it with?
Ethan.
Oh, Ethan. Okay,
yes.
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so it definitely looks even older than 2001. I mean, these tiles are like the thinnest tiles.
Free game.
But yeah, free game, and you know what? It's really fun. You probably should play it against it.
Yeah, maybe I should play it.
Okay, so we have a pile here of games that were given to you.
Yes.
Okay, they are Gamer Deck 1 and 2, Pride Deck, a game called Sound Out, and a game called Scenarium. And they are all sealed.
Yes.
Tell me about these.
So another person I was hanging out with is Odd Hackwalter. He is from Taiwan, I think.
Sure, yeah. Lives there anyway.
Yes, lives there. And has
he might not still, but
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it was Taiwan or not. But yeah, he has a bunch of like learn how to design game things.
Yeah,
and he gave them to me, even though I have not done those things.
Right. These are kind of just like more like inspiration for designing a game. You kind of like, but there's like a game involved in designing the game in these things. I don't know, not something that really appeals to us. And I believe these are more like party, like acting out type party games. And this was called Sound Out. So I don't know, not really our speed, but we still have them for some reason. So
yeah, we never got rid of them.
we never got rid of them yet.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that brings us to, I think, the last game, correct? You don't have any more over there?
I don't have any more over here.
All right, so this is the last big game that we got at Gen Con 2019.
Yes.
And this would be Fireball Island. Not just Fireball Island, but these 2 expansions for Fireball Island. So tell us how you got these and how this relates to your current employer.
So, basically, Nick Murphy and Mike Murphy, and This Game is Broken, is sponsored by Restoration Games.
Yes.
And they were working at the booth, and I wanted to see them before I left at the end of the show, or before they left at the end of the show, and I met some of the other Restoration people, namely Jen Scahan, who didn't want to pack up this one-off Fireball Island and shoved it in my hands and said, please take this away from me. You don't own this? Please take it.
But did they not give it to you because you were helping clean up their booth?
I've maybe.
Yeah. So the story, how I remember it is they needed help. You were done with Pandasaurus. Like, everything was done, but they still needed people to help clean up the restoration. You were hanging out, so you pitched in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that also happens. But yeah, but she didn't want to pack up the one-off box. And that still happens now at the end of shows.
And that started your relationship with Restoration Games.
It did. So when I didn't want to work for Pandasaurus anymore, I had emailed Jen, and now I con for Restoration Games.
So here's the thing about Fireball Island. This box is huge.
It is.
It kind of just sits on top of the shelf collecting dust these days. We have played it a few times.
Yes.
It is a fun game. It's just not something that hits the table that often for us, or we have the desire to hit the table that often. I don't know about these expansions. I don't necessarily think they all kind of work that well. Because like the ones with the bees and the snakes, like the little indentations on the board don't work really well. So like if you are rolling a fireball down, stuff will just, like, sometimes they just don't stay in place correctly. I know there's like extra cards and characters or whatever to mix in here. It's a fine game. I don't know, just, I think there's more, like, I had the original as a kid, so like I have a lot of nostalgia for this, but honestly I don't think we played it that much as a kid either. So, but we have.
You more played with it instead of played
probably, and you know, but
yeah,
it's a fine game. I don't think that's.
But I also think Restoration's come a long way since then too, especially with box quality.
Box quality, yeah. I mean, I understand maybe they were trying to keep the cost down, so
right.
they kind of have a cheap box. Expansions do not fit into there.
But yeah, yeah, they've learned and grown.
Yeah. So all right. So that wraps up all of the games we got. I'm going to show you a picture. Who are these Who are these people?
So that's Jim Zub, and I'm not sure about the other people.
Okay, those are not people you took a picture with these people.
Yes, that was the group that had the event with Jim Zub.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I know any of them if they look, different now, but no, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, and then you had Pandasaurus posted some pictures of you demoing mental blocks.
Oh yeah, that's the one I never got. I was supposed to get it, but never got. I think we actually have one of the promo packs.
I think we do. We got the promo, but not the actual.
Yeah,
game.
That's Micah. He's one of the designers.
Yeah. Okay, I've met that guy before.
Yes.
I know there's some issues around mental blocks and Pandasaurus that we're not going to get into right now. No. So, either way, I don't know that worked out so well for them as a company.
No.
Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is I went to Board Game Geek and looked at the 2019 preview for Gen Con. Apparently all those old ones are still up there. So I just wanted to take a quick look at all like the hot games that were thumbed up by community members and see how many of those we got. None of them we got at the show. How about that? So the top game was a demo of Isle of Cats. That was the top hotness on Board Game Geek.
We do have Isle of Cats, but I did not play it there.
Yeah, it was demoed there. Weird because I thought for sure that like it was older than that. But okay. And then the next one is Oceans.
Okay.
Don't care about that. Black Angel was the number 3 on their list.
Okay, I've heard of it and.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Pipeline, like that's a Capstone Games game.
Okay.
I don't know. Then the Artemis Project.
Hey, we have that.
Which was, I believe, released there, but we actually got it early because we went to like the local release party.
Because Grand Gamers Guild is local to
Correct.
us, and they gave us ice cream.
Then there's like a Teotihuacan expansion on there.
We wouldn't have had that yet.
No,
I don't think.
Bargain Quest 2nd edition. Like that's weird that's on there. In the Hall of the Mountain King. That was also a demo.
Yeah, that's one of Jay's games before Off the Page.
Yeah, that came out a year later. Terra Below, which was a hot game that year apparently.
Yeah. We have that, but
we got that on Kickstarter, so we may have already had it at that point. Empires of the North, the Imperial Settlers game. Point Salad came out that year.
Okay. That was a big one for
AAG.
AAG.
Yep.
Yeah, that year. I remember that they were selling it out.
And then the next one down is Cartographers. Cartographers was released there that year.
Oh, that was a good one too.
I had pre-ordered that through Thunderworks, so we did not get that there. I'm not sure if I got it before or after that Gen Con, but I got it basically as soon as it came out. And then Era Medieval Age is a game that nobody remembers.
I remember it.
Yeah, I know.
But I remember seeing it there.
It's weird that there's a Clank Legacy, the expansion pack, which was you could use with the regular one. I think that came out.
That wouldn't be Legacy.
It is because it.
It wouldn't be Legacy. Oh, it is Legacy.
It is because it came out before, so you could use the Acquisitions Incorporated characters in your regular Clank game. It's weird that they released that before Clank Legacy. I don't know if it was just to build hype or whatever, but it is actually Clank Legacy. We don't own that.
No.
And then look, Endeavor Age of Expansion came out. The one that they have now since redone, much better.
Yes.
Cloudspire
won the spiel.
I don't think anybody remembers that game.
No.
Parks.
Everybody knows that game.
Parks came out that year. Imperial Settlers Rollin' Right.
Rollin' Rights were big at the time.
Sierra West.
I played that, but not there.
You did not play that in 2019?
No, I played it in 2019, but not there.
Okay. Where then?
Dice Tower.
Ah, okay.
And we took Candace Harris's table.
No, you took Steph Hodges' table.
Oh, I took Steph Hodges' table?
Yeah.
It might have been both of them.
Way to go. they had signed up, and you just sat down and started playing.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
You cut in line.
It wasn't just me.
And then look, Return to Dark Tower demo was available in 2019.
Wow.
The release date on that is March 2022. Did you demo that?
I would have demoed that before at Dice Tower.
Okay.
And we lost.
Okay.
Very much.
And then there's some other games. Periodic, Vindication. Like, there's some bigger games. There's Suburbia.
Underwater Cities,
yeah. So we just got that last year. So that release date was 2019. So that would have debuted there. Watergate. So there was a solid number of games that came out that year, of which we didn't get there.
Was Throw Burrito one of them?
Did it come out there? I don't know. So if you're looking at Board Game Geek, people who are thumbing them up, they would not be probably thumbing that up. No. So if it's on the list, it's probably way down.
I think that was the year that I got hit by a burrito and I was not playing the game.
And you never wanted to after that.
No, I did not.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess that wraps up this little 2019 recap. Unless you have anything else you wanted to add about Gen Con 2019.
I mean, not that I can think of off the top of my head. I remember having an anxiety attack because it was a bit overwhelming for my first Gen Con. It's not bad anymore. I can get through it easily. But there's so much that I didn't know. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go play games in the JW at night. It's like, no, you can go back in the convention center and there's a ton of people and they're all playing games. And it's like, hey, I learned things.
Yeah, that was your first one, and you had a lot of learning experices that time.
Yeah, but I also met a lot of people too,
Yes.
especially thanks to Sen, and just all, just a bunch of people that I now know. And now I don't have anxiety of not finding people that I know because there's a lot of them.
Because you know a lot of people now. Okay,
I
cool.
do.
Well, I guess that's going to wrap this up. Hopefully this was at least a little bit interesting. It was kind of a fun for us to walk down this memory lane.
Yeah.
And so I guess we'll see you on the next one, everybody.
Bring back the white truffle hummus.
Talk to Gen Con about that.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.